Alright, welcome to the North Alabama Weather's nightly weathercast. Here, I'm Damian Boatwright, and we're gonna go through what's gonna go on for Thanksgiving week, for next week. Here's the current look at the current radar. It is clear. It's gonna be a cooler night and less humid than what it has been, but there is no rain on the radar at all for the entire North Alabama state. Alright, here's our day one convective outlook. We look off to the west of here, and we have a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk for uh, central Texas, for Dallas and Fort Worth and Abilene, places like that off in the central Texas. And the same thing's the case for day 2 here. Here's our day 2 convective outlook and we have a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk for Dallas, Fort Worth, Abilene, same places. And here's day 3 though, as we move off to, it's going to move off to the east, and we have a level 2 out of 5 slight risk for Shreveport and Austin, Texas, all the way up into southern Arkansas. Uh, this is a day where we're going to have to watch, and we have a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk all the way out into north central Mississippi. It includes also Little Rock, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, and San Antonio, and Houston. And we have a general thunderstorm risk that extends all the way into northwest Alabama. But that will affect us for the next day, for Tuesday. We'll have to see how the models keep handling things here. We could have a marginal risk or a slight risk for us for Tuesday. All right, we're gonna go to our model data now. Here's we're using radar Omega, and here is at 12 a.m. The 23rd, which we are 1 minute till. Uh, as you can see, the cold front has swung off the east coast. The trough is coming in. It has basically came in and it's bringing down some cooler, drier air for right now. But as we look off back to the west, we have uh, our ridge gonna be building back up for into tomorrow, and we have our next trough digging into the southwest. That's why we got the rain and stuff around Phoenix and Tucson right there right now. But as we go off at 6 p.m. the 23rd, you can see where they have that marginal risk out for Dallas, Fort Worth, and Central Texas. There's a chance they could have some isolated storms out there. Here's 6 a.m. the 24th, the following day. It looks like we got a batch of showers and storms north of Dallas, Fort Worth, and south of Oklahoma City Metro. It's into the southeast Oklahoma. On that front, nothing too concerning with that. But as we keep going off, here's where we have our day 3 slight risk, and as you can see here, I mean, it looks like a line of storms with a chance of maybe a supercell or two getting out ahead of that. As of right now, we'll have to see how the models trend on that. We'll actually go to the surface base cape and see how much instability is out there. And from what the model's showing, that's just at 6 p.m. It ain't gonna be much. So line of storms with a chance of a supercell right now. This could change. We're 4 days, 3 days out from this, so things can change. But right now, looks like 60 mile per hour winds, uh, dime size hail, quarter size hail, and maybe an isolated tornado or two out west of Alabama. But as we get back here to the composite reflectivity, we get in here for This is 3 a.m. Friday, and we got a line of storms coming into northwest Alabama. Here, this is at 12 a.m. We're gonna look at uh, the surface-based cape here, and really there's none whatsoever. Here's 3 a.m. the 25th, 6 a.m. I mean, the Cape, it ain't much whatsoever. I'd say along south of I-22 and I-20, there just ain't much. We'll go back here to the composite reflectivity, and you got a line of storms coming through the Huntsville metro. It's already came through Florence and the Shoals, Moulton, Decatur, Marion County, Winston County, Double Springs, coming into Coleman County. So, and that's in the 3 in the morning on the 25th. So we just have to keep an eye on this stuff. This will be Tuesday. As we keep going, the front will clear out from northwest to southeast. As you can see, at 6 o'clock on the 25th, Florence, you're dry. You're gonna have a northwest wind, and temperature's gonna start cooling off, and it's gonna be a lot cooler for your Thanksgiving. As we can see here, we're gonna go to your temperatures. As you can see, here's our front here for Thanksgiving. It's here's 12 p.m. I want to say the 26th on the Wednesday. The temperature's gonna be highs in the low 60s, low to mid 60s, with a northwest wind starting to kick in because your front's gonna come through. Here's the 6 p.m. the 26th. Temperature's gonna get down in the 40s, and by by 12 a.m. temperature's gonna be down in the 30s for North Alabama, especially from Jasper, Jasper, Aniana, Gadsden, and North Detroit and Fayette. And North, you'll be in the 30s at 12 a.m. on the 27th on Thanksgiving. And it gets colder. Here's 6 a.m. on Thanksgiving. Temperature's gonna be down around freezing from Coleman North, from 278 North. But as we keep going out, I mean, it's gonna get colder on the 28th, the day after Black Friday. And 6 a.m. temperature's gonna be at freezing. Northeast corner of the state could see lows in the high 20s. So, especially in our coldest areas, could see them in the high 20s. So as we keep going, temperatures will slowly warm back up. We'll have some cooler nights, but from what the GFS is saying, we're gonna have a warm up to probably the low 60s to mid 60s before our next one gets here. And I want to point this out. If you look back off to the west here, this right here, this is see we're on the temperatures. This is a sharp cold front, very sharp. If this is correct, I mean, if the GFS is correct, we're looking off back to Amarillo, Texas. See, this is 3 p.m. the 1st of December, and it's saying Amarillo, Texas is in the mid to high 60s. And here's 6 p.m. the 1st. Here's 9 p.m. the 1st. And temperatures are way down below freezing, almost in the low 20s. From what the GFS is saying, that's a crazy change of temperature. And if this is correct, it's gonna be getting into the 30s in Oklahoma City at midnight. It's gonna be cold. GFS is saying we're gonna have a good shot of cold air coming. If will that pan out? We will have to see. That's yet to be seen. As we'll go back to the composite reflectivity and check it out and see what we got here. Yeah, like it's showing a line of storms trying to come in behind a massive cold front bringing Arctic air. out from the northwest, from the Canadian northwest. So we'll just have to see. I'll be back with another weather update tomorrow night. It's gonna be earlier than this one, but we take weekend. We're gonna take the Friday, Saturdays off mainly for so we have a weekend off. But I will be back here tomorrow night with another weather update. Thank you for watching and God bless.